Hello friends, it is Kat Connor Sterling live and in person. As you can see, I was gifted this by one of my very best friends and I love it so much. And once I get into my apartment, I'm going to put it somewhere so that we can see it during the videos, because I would hold it like this for the entire thing, but I think that could get even more obnoxious than I already am. Just thought I'd insert like a cute, fun little story here, just to keep your interest. One time when I was 2 years old, I stripped naked, hopped on my dog, and took her for a joyride around the street while my parents chased us both with a hot dog. And there's still no word on whether the hot dog was for me or for my dog, but regardless, they got us both back. And here I am today to tell you about it, so yeah. A lot of you have probably been wondering, hey, what's wrong with her? And the answer is so many things. Like so many things. I've been speaking previously in some of my videos, and if you've seen my anaphylactic shock video, you're probably in shock as well. Hardy har har. I came to college, had a lot of health issues, and yeah, just a lot of things happening. I would get bruises underneath my eyes and they would swell up, and I would go to anaphylactic shock, and just things all over my body, all the things that could be wrong were wrong. So I went to the doctor and they were like, I think I know what's wrong with you. I think I know. So they did some tests and they came back in the room and they're like, hey girl, you're allergic to nickel. I'm like, okay. Like, so are the other like billion people in the world who are also allergic to nickel. And they were like, no girl, like you're allergic to nickel in foods. Then handed me a piece of paper and walked out the door. And the piece of paper basically stated that I was allergic to life and every single food possible. And the whole thing was I couldn't eat just anything basically that had soy, nuts, peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, chocolate. There were so many things, just a ridiculous amount of things that like you could not avoid, because there's nickel in every single food. It's just the level of nickel. And oats, anything whole grain, multigrain, anything. Here's the catch. Anything that is cooked in metal, so if it's cooked in like a pot or a pan, or even if you use a metal fork or a metal spoon, so I couldn't hold a metal fork or a metal spoon. Like, who is allergic to spoons? Me. So I'm like, wow, this is life-altering. How am I gonna do this as a college student? So life kind of turned upside down and got really weak and very sick because I wasn't able to eat a whole lot, and then like my metabolism came to like a halt, and so like things just weren't going right, and like couldn't eat really. And then they made me go through some other test where like they dehydrated me, and being a theater major and running around and a college student, like taking away your water like kind of sucks. And one other fun little fact, they had me pee in a jug. Yeah, I carried around a huge, it was like one of those gas tanks, and I carried around a giant gas tank and just peed in it for like 2 days. And I had to keep it in my fridge. Mind you, I live with like 4 other people. So like they had all their food and I had my jug of pee next to their food, and it was really special. It was a really big bonding moment because my pee was right next to like their yogurts. Things weren't weren't getting better. I wasn't getting better. I was still sick, still having reactions and that were kind of scary and just made me feel bad, had chronic pain, and then went back to several different doctors. No one knew what was wrong with me. This nickel thing, only a few people in America have it, and like no doctors in America know about it. Go back to the doctor. I go to this like I'm scheduled in for this really amazing doctor. He's written books and he's really great. He's the head of some practice. And I go in and he's listening to me and he's running tests, and I go in for a CAT scan and a cat. Like, it's funny because I'm a cat, but I was like a C-A-T and I'm K-A-T. So like, I don't know. I just thought it was cute and funny and that it was made for me. But I mean, whatever. This doctor is like, hey, you're not allergic to like nickel in foods. Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So there are a lot of things wrong with me, as shown in my test. It's just complicated, but they're like, yeah, eat what you want, freak what you feel, eat what you want, because nickel's not the thing that's harming you. What? But you know what? You know what they did find what was wrong with me. They gave me a long list, but my favorite thing that came back from the CAT scan was they looked me in the eye and said, hey girl, you have a tooth in your nose. What? Yeah, I have a tooth. Just hanging out. Oh. This is root beer, by the way, diet. Just makes it so much better for you. What? Why? Why do I have a tooth in my nose? Who thought that was a good plan? That's not where it goes. Do I brush it? Do we think it has a cavity? Because I've never gone up there and brushed it before. Do I need to? Do I send a string up there and try to floss it? But yeah, just a lot of things. I also have like just swelling inside my face and like these fun little blood pools. And it kind of sucks because it's not like a swimming pool, like it's just a pool of my own blood that comes up underneath my eyes and gives me bruises and swelling, and it's so much fun and I love it. And also, like, I have a thing where my blood vessels swell and they cause me pain and some type of asthma and another mystery diagnosis. It's a lot of things. That's a lot of things I don't even want to go into because it'd be a much longer video. And like, you don't want to sit here and listen to me. Hold on, I gotta burp. Okay. But it's been a summer. It's been a crazy summer. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna try to keep it up during the school year. We'll see about that. We are